great to be a Dream Defender.
It's day 18 of the Dream Defender sit-in, and so far protesters show no sign of leaving. And tonight, new calls for solidarity at the Capitol. Good evening, I'm Brittany Jones in for Rockman Johnson. Thanks for watching Bounce News at 7. The Dream Defenders hosting their own legislative session on racial profiling this week. It's a mock legislative session the group is holding in the old Capitol since they say Governor Rick Scott refuses to call one to review the state's stand your ground law. This all after George Zimmerman was acquitted for shooting Sanford teen Trayvon Martin. Protesters say they believe racial profiling played a significant part in events leading up to Martin's death last year. The Dream Defenders are also calling for unity among people of all faiths, saying everyone needs to stand together and call for justice. Scott so far has indicated he agrees with the Stand Your Ground law and has no plans to call the session. Meanwhile, Florida House Speaker Will Weatherford wants a legislative hearing to review the state Stand Your Ground law. Weatherford expressing his opinion about the controversial law in an opinion piece for the Tampa Tribune. He says he doesn't support repealing the law that's become an issue after the shooting death of Trayvon Martin. The speaker wants a legislative committee to look at whether the law should be made clearer and whether it's being administered fairly. The only female defendant charged in the hazing death of Florida A&M drum major Robert Champion is accepting a plea deal for her role in the tragic incident. LaSherry Codner is the sixth band member charged in this case to plead no contest to third-degree felony hazing. The second-degree manslaughter charge against Codner is now dropped. She's been sentenced to 4 years of probation and also perform 100 hours of community service. Codner must also complete an anti-hazing course. Meanwhile, Florida A&M University officials say the Marching 100 will return on August 8th. The band was suspended indefinitely last year after the 2011 death of drum major Robert Champion. University spokeswoman Sharon Saunders tells us pre-drills will begin for student band leaders first, then returning new and freshman members will try out on August 10th, where they will be briefed by the president and administrators. Now, the new band director, Dr. Sylvester Young, will make an announcement on August 15th whether the band will perform during this football season. After city council members at Midway voted down the sale of alcohol in adult entertainment clubs, an attorney says some may have violated sunshine laws. Attorney Chris O'Neill says Midway city council members allegedly held a meeting on July 9th without official public notice. O'Neill says he believes the meeting was about the proposed strip club and no minutes were taken. O'Neill represents the North Florida Minority Enterprise Group that wants to open a strip club in Midway. O'Neill says he's already filed a complaint with the Attorney General's office, and he plans to file one with the state's attorney office on Monday. We also talked to Midway City Manager Auburn Ford to get his response to the investigation. He says they are looking into the matter as well. Now, just one day after the abrupt resignation of Florida Education Commissioner Tony Bennett, an interim commissioner has been chosen. The Department of Education announced this morning that K-12 Chancellor Pam Stewart will serve as the new interim commissioner. Stewart was confirmed unanimously by the board. Meanwhile, Tony Bennett, who resigned yesterday amid allegations of changing grades from his time in Indiana, remained defiant about the accusations. The investigation into the events leading up to Bennett's resignation continues. The Department of Education says it will answer more questions about the position in September. The backlash against a controversial Russian law that bans the discussion of gay rights and relationships in front of children is gathering momentum. A campaign has started to have bars in the U.S. around the world dump their stock of Russian vodka to protest the legislation. CNN's Aaron McLaughlin has a story from London. Tonight's Say It Posted is next. We're talking bears and baby elephants. We'll be right back. Well, tonight in Say It Posted, bears and baby elephants. The owners of a German restaurant in Colorado Springs caught this brainy bear on camera. He was creating his own takeout. These dumpsters are said to weigh about half a ton each, but this big guy pushed it around like a pot of honey. The restaurateurs hope chaining the dumpsters will end the late night bad habit.